looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come off. I've watched food. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it, And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Are these edible?
Overruled! Let's get it on! This is where you fall. Laid bare. Gloves off!
The antenna! Grant me strength! Charge! It's justice o'clock! Did that grow out of the ground?
Overruled!
Time to roll!
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're up?
Fear... Shine down!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Shine down! Erase all threats.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with... Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more! Let's get them!
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we...
No need to worry,
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent. If the Almighty Shogun is in...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now, just the sight of you appearing before us, this hope is the...
Everyone on...
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your back.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Hero incoming!
The night cometh.
Close your eyes.
You're dead meat! Headbutt! Charge!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe. The monsters will definitely come back. And quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City. And
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely...
Well, what are you
we will stay here and guard against the monster. We are brothers in arms.
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will...
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma...
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has all the result being that in the century you could take the view that, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well,
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think, but what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do... Yes, they are. They are strong. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold...
well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It doesn't... I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's... It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like... the situation... No need. She is calling me. The time... I need to go to the cave below.
Why? What's in...
A battleground. One where I shall sever time.
Are these edible? Here I go!
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
It's getting... This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looks like...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto? Where are we go? Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! Are you...
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a pace showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see this.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both...
My form is a symbol of supreme magic. It inherits A's pain. Every action undertaken, determination, courage, only rules shall... Those were my thoughts when I... Now, you wish to make... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Insolent! Ha! Be gone! Torn to oblivion! Strike dead! The eye sweeps the lands! Inazuma shines eternal! The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Shine down! Your verdict is decided. I shall not fall here! There is no escape! Insolent! Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Illusions are but distractions. Illusion shattered! Thunder! Absurd! There is no escape! Your verdict is decided. To oblivion! This divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Now you shall perish. Strike dead. Insolent. Shine down. Pathetic. Be gone. The eye sweeps the land. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will...
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. What if I don't do this? The Shogun's rules can never... This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did one. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to... Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's she...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance. Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract... In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is...
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine! Paimon's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter, and only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed. Well then, the door's open. Hop on. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. for your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy of the sea, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. In spirit! Illusion shattered! Ruin, followed by blade! There is no escape! Is in my hands! The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed! This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my... And whenever I think of this, I feel something stir. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. To encourage... I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer... From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my path. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Like what? You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find... But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not some... In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's...
All of this is thanks to Makoto. Eternity is
a place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary... Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without... And yet, that sense of disorder...
I don't fully... I know what you mean. Without the sacred Sakura...
I know you've tried in the...
No.
The sacred Sakura...
Ugh. Now,
I'm joking. And obviously, it's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. At that time, I could sense suffice to say, fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you. The flow of...
does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the Traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you two have...
Hey, how are you feeling?
My body has fully recovered.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. After all,
I only heard her I'll be fine. I have to say, it's all thanks to her. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was
Thank you.
today at Makoto and
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma. After that,
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no... I don't doubt that many challenge... I'm looking forward... of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred...
This should be where... Do you still remember? Paimon remembers. That was back... Things on the island.
If the enemy outnumbers you, marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning the...
General Goro, sir.
More or less. From the directives left, we could split into two teams. One to draw their attention. Then again, Madame Kokumi made clear that we are not...
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate...
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave?
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost.
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask...
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and... Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still
Oof! Kapow! Hero incoming! Hero incoming! You're pretty tough!
This is where you fall. Transfixed!
You need to hurry up!
Let's get it on!
Roasted
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
You need to hurry up! This was well done!
See you at the graveyard.
You asked for it.
Comrades! They've set the ship on fire! An arson attack! Curse them! They leave us no choice but to attack! Comrades, let's make... them regret it!
Laid bare.
Hero incoming! Yeah! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Good! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Everlasting as the moon!
We've only just begun! Time won't wait yet!
Yeah! Kapow!
My work. Finished.
We were lucky to have you here.
What's that? Your what, Paimons?
Yeah,
Are you
Her Excellency, still, we're...
Oh,
Captain, are you back? Her Excellency said about half of it. Of course not.
the spirit of the... Anyway,
I believe Her Excellency... There were reports of... We should probably get going ourselves. I'm sensing a... They used to tell me all their concerns, but what...
sounds good. Ready
Running late again.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your effort. I wasn't with Swordfish 2. But I did see you with Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunates. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.